And in today's video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite franchises ever, the MonsterVerse, the Kaiju, Godzilla and Kong. So they have wrapped up principal photography, shooting in Australia, which means pretty much the movie's done with. And then at some point they will do reshoots at a later date. This is always organized before they started principal photography. So we're going to go over a potential plot leak for the whole movie. Pretty cool. We're going to go over a bunch of stuff that's come out recently. I really want to start covering Kong and Godzilla, the Kaiju MonsterVerse again, but it's so hard at times because there isn't anything to talk about. So what is good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around it, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, pop culture based content that we try to deliver on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below. Do you believe this plot leak? So also, if you could, I'd very much appreciate it if you could follow me on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, and also check us out on Twitter or WarstuG. Right, let's get into this video. So we're going to go over a potential plot leak for the whole movie. Now, before you say it's not real and it's fake, remember, guys, I literally got the plot leak and got the information for Godzilla vs Kong word for word right over 6 months before the movie came out. I also got information right for Zack Snyder's Justice League, for Thor Love and Thunder, for Doctor Strange 2. We can do this all day because people from test screening information reach out to me and give me information. Now, this is not coming from a test screener, so to speak. It's coming from 4chan. I know what you're going to say, but so much information from Marvel DC that we covered over the last few years, and even parts of the Godzilla vs Kong leaks came from 4chan and Reddit. Generally speaking, that's how it goes down. So firstly, we're going to go over some information that's coming courtesy of KDM Monsters on Twitter. They are respectable film, well, if you go on the bio, it says film journalist since 1998. So this is a scene of something to do with Godzilla vs Kong 2, which is essentially going to be Godzilla and Kong. So Marrakesh, Morocco. It's a quiet daytime. A man is driving with a mop through the narrow streets as fast as he can. Did he find something? People are walking along the streets of Marrakesh. Suddenly, we hear something. The chaos begins. And then if you actually go on and read the comments, the same account says, can't say any more at the mo, won't spoil anything. So, some scene in Morocco, something happens, one of the Titans there. I do find it very interesting. And there also is an image to go along with it, but realistically, it doesn't show you anything. It's just an image of Morocco, which looks pretty cool. Looks like a pretty cool location. It really does. What could it be? We don't know. But it's clear that one of the Titans hits Morocco up and scares a bunch of people. Now, we know where the last movie ended. There was a face-off. There was kind of a fight. They teamed up to take out Mechagodzilla, and then Godzilla peaced, and then Kong was like, yo, I'm still here. So we know Kong's going to look after Hollow Earth, and we know Godzilla's going to look after the, I guess you could say, scenery, the sea part, the underworld, the underwater part of this movie, which is cool. So, according to merchandise that was given to people that worked on the movie, it said Godzilla and Kong. But the Hollywood Let's Take the Next Take said Origin. So some people seem to think this is going to be an origin movie for Godzilla and Kong. It's going to explore Hollow Earth much more, but let's be honest, we already know that. It will be interesting when some official information does come out. We know the movie is still a freaking long time off. We know Adam Wingard is working on the movie. We know there is leakers from the production, which I'll flick over now, predominantly from Australia, which realistically doesn't show you much. So we're going to go over a plot leak. Yeah, it might not be real. It might be real, but let's just go over it because you guys seem to love this. So yes, this is coming anonymously from 4chan, but the toys get made so far ahead of time because they have to. So I work with paper and toys. Call me Brian. Playmates plans to release Wave 1 for the movie Godzilla and Kong. Mutu and Behemoth. Wave 2 will be a best of the MB with reissue versions of the previous figures with some reprints including a transparent Mechagodzilla. Now, they do get told some plot points when they make these toys because they have to roughly know what's going on. If you look at all the leaked toy sets that come out for Lego and Funko Pop, the Funko Pops end up leaking characters. Happens so many times. So this could be true. It might not be true. But if it is true, this would be freaking insane. Movie is called Godzilla and Kong. This already leaked. I mean, you could say they took that information from the wrapped images that the crew got. Kong spends the entire film in Hollow Earth. Godzilla is on the surface until the final battle. Godzilla and Kong do not meet again until the final battle. Both have the attitude of, not this guy again. No Ronin, no Mothra, no Destroyer. I know what you're thinking. What is going on? But then, Space Godzilla is the main villain monster, but is a fusion of Space Godzilla and Biolatin. I've probably said it wrong. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Biolantane. Biolatin. I've probably said it wrong, but you know, I'll put an image over the top so you know what I'm on. He's the smartest Titan seen yet, and is able to mind control lower life forms, humans, and lesser Titans. Origin is completely different. Design is like Krang from Ninja Turtles. His true form is a paralystic, crystallized organism that resides in the lower abdomen and wears a pieced together Godzilla suit, held together by plants. The Origin crystal arises on millions of years ago and is what caused the Hollow Earth to become so strange and mutated the creatures into Titans. So interesting. He mutated the creatures into Titans. SG has multiple forms, Space Godzilla. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Now, I do believe information like this could leak out. It's not actually anything new. The information here is new if it's real, but I've been covering stuff like this for years, and 9 out of 10 times it turns out being true. Kong's axe is destroyed after being absorbed by Space Godzilla and later loses an eye during the final battle. Kong has a personal built gun-stroke cannon revealed at the end of the final battle. Interesting. Fights apparently in this movie will be Godzilla versus a controlled behemoth, Kong versus Mutu, Kong versus Space Godzilla, second form, Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, third form, skeleton. Final battle will be Godzilla versus Kong versus Space Godzilla, final form. Is it real? We don't know. I know a lot of people, based on the comments and the videos we did after Godzilla vs. Kong, wanted Destroy All Monsters, but Destroy All Monsters, we are years off that. We know that they have big plans for this MonsterVerse. We know now it's going to be Sony Pictures releasing this movie instead of Warner Bros. Pictures, but it's interesting. If this is true, it is interesting. Now, if I went over the comments and some people on this post were like, yeah, this can't be true. Some people are like, yo, this will be sick. And I think it would be cool if that was the case, because there's multiple Titans. Space Godzilla is a Titan that people have wanted in the Kaiju MonsterVerse for such a long time. As I said, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it's not true, but introducing and bringing in Space Godzilla will be cool. Controlled Behemoth, Mutu, multiple versions of Space Godzilla to get to the final form. Kong and Godzilla not meet until the final battle when they've got to team up to take out Space Godzilla. Does sound a lot like the last movie, didn't it? They had to team up to beat Mechagodzilla. I do believe somewhat. I believe half of it. I don't believe all of it. As I said, I don't know if it's real or not, but what we do on this channel, we do breakdowns of trailers, movie reviews, we break down trailers, we post theories about multiple things, we go over plot leaks, we go over theory, we literally just go over everything, news, absolutely everything. So please, if you do like this video, let me know down below if you think this plot leak is real. If you don't think it's real, let me know what parts of it you think is real. And also let me know what you think about this scene that takes place in Marrakesh, Morocco. It does look pretty cool. I mean, based on the image, it looks like a place where Hollow Earth could be. I don't know. But we got to understand this movie. A big part of it will be around Hollow Earth. There's going to be some attack. Maybe it could be Space Godzilla that comes to Morocco because suddenly we can hear something and the chaos begins. Now, we did get the scene on the beach in Australia.
Surfers Paradise became Rio this morning. Brazilian lifeguards, taxis and military police. Hours of preparation.
What's going on out there? What's going out? And
before a sight at sea caused quite a commotion.
What's going on? Looking up, it's up high in the sky, and back it up, and run!
Australia on the Gold Coast, where all the Australian news outlets were posting, where something was coming into the beach. We don't know what that could be. Space Godzilla. We don't know. I just find talking about the Kaiju MonsterVerse, it does fascinate me, but I'm not an expert. I'm really not an expert. I just like talking about these kind of stuff. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the face behind the voice. Check us out on Twitter at WarstuG, and I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch you later.